Viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of Align with the Divine. We are in Juz 23. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Sāffāt, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فما ظنكم برب العالمين. And how is it that you think of the Lord of the worlds? What is your opinion of the Lord of the worlds? Before we go into Lord of the worlds, to unpack this ayah and to make this ayah feel close to our hearts, let's for a moment not talk about Rabbil Alameen, let's talk about Alameen, the worlds, everything inside it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, when He's asking a question, He is not asking a question so that you give Him an answer, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the know of the unseen. But He's asking you a question so that you cement that answer in your heart. So this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks questions. He wants you to cement in your heart how you view Allah Azza wa Jal. So now let's think of Alameen before Rabbil Alameen. You know, when you're walking sometimes, you may bump into someone and you turn around and accidentally say, sorry, and he says, yeah, it's fine, and you exchange a smile with each other. You feel a sense of kind of shared, not affection, because I wouldn't say it's at that level, but some like a mutual feeling of positivity there, like a smile. And then, you go to another degree even higher, where you're traveling with someone on a plane and you talk to them and you get to know them and you exchange numbers, and you feel a sense of openness with them, but you're not going to always share your secrets with them because you just met them for the first time. Let's say now you receive a guest that you don't know, and they've come into your house and you're hosting them or whatever. The same way, you wouldn't expose them to all of the rooms in your home because you don't really know who they are. Similarly to like a person who you've come across 2, 3, 4 times, or someone on your street as an example, you're not going to leave your car unlocked even though you know everyone on the street. Level higher, a baby who's being picked up, when the baby is thrown into the air by the father or the mother, that baby knows that it's going to be caught by the parent. So that's a higher degree. Then you go to a spouse, your wife, she's trusted with your money, she's trusted with your honor, and you go to work and you wouldn't doubt, or you wouldn't think a second thought that something bad would happen. Now, if this is the trust that insan can have in insan, and I'll give you another example about a plane here. When you're on a plane, you see that people are thousands and thousands of feet in the sky. One's on their laptop, one's reading a book, one's asleep, one's just looking at what everyone else is doing, the other one's eating, the other one's asking the steward or stewardess for some drink or coffee. They're thousands and thousands of feet above in the sky, and they have this much yaqeen and this much trust in the pilot that that plane is going to remain stable the entire journey. So this is alameen. This is people in the world. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks a question. فَمَا ظَنُّكُمْ بِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Then if you can have this much trust in people of alameen, the world, then what about your opinion and how you view the Rabb of this alameen? How is your opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Now with insan, even if trust is built so quickly, it can be destroyed in a click of a finger. And that trust can maybe never be repaired for the rest of the lives of those two human beings. But then I want to ask a question here. How many times have we broken trust with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and He's never given up on us? And He's never let us go a day except that we've eaten to our full from many choices of food. How many times have we disappointed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yet the same way that we wouldn't trust someone with our car and would keep the door locked, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has never locked the doors of His treasures upon insan. What is this trying to say? What is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala trying to say to us from this ayah? He is saying that if you can have this much trust in insan, and this much positivity in insan, and this much hope in insan, we can become so close to a human being, then what about Rabbul Alameen Himself? And isn't Rabbul Alameen then, if you can afford this much courtesy, kindness, sacrifice, dedication, love, affection to Alameen, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is almost from this ayah inferring, then am I not more deserving of more than everything you offer insan? Am I not more deserving than what you offer them? This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking. And the Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith, it is recorded, لا يموتن أحدكم إلا وهو يحسن الظن بالله أو كما قال النبي. Let none of you pass away except that you have a positive opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This ayah is so beautiful because whilst Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is almost like admonishing the believer, through the admonishment he is also showing you how to love him. And that is something that can't be captured by human nature. When humans are admonished, normally there's a rough feeling in the heart here. But then when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala admonishes you, it's crazy, like you love him even more. But even when he is admonishing you, that's something that can only be divine. And even then, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does it in a month of Ramadan, where people are connected to this month in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends so many blessings. So many blessings. So even when people come to this to the Quran in this month, they're not coming to it in a negative way, they're coming to it in a positive way. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala admonishes you in a positive way, in line with the spirit of Ramadan. So dear viewers, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us, give us the tawfiq, give us the love to give him what he deserves, if we give to insan perhaps what they don't deserve, and he gives to us perhaps what we don't deserve. All good was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and any mistakes were from myself. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.